Welcome back to my channel. Grab a beverage. Today I'm drinking Diet Coke and get cozy and comfy because we're going to be talking about A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I have some thoughts on it because I'm doing a reread right now of the entire series, hopefully Crescent City and Throne of Glass as well, before October when the 6th ACOTAR book comes out. So I have finished ACOTAR at this point, and I'm about 40% done A Court of Mist and Fury as well. And now we are getting into the Night Court more, and we're seeing Valeris, and we're getting to know the inner circle. And I feel like we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the story, if you will, because I feel like ACOTAR might have been the building blocks to the foundation, and ACOMAF is kind of where we meet the inner circle, we see their dynamic, and we kind of get into the nitty-gritty of the story. And Feyre is starting to come into her powers or understand them a little bit more. Because, spoiler, she started off as a human, but then she's now transformed into a Fae at the end of ACOTAR. So now it's really interesting seeing where that's going. And honestly, almost like reading this series over again for the first time, because I did read them so long ago that I do unfortunately forget a lot of the plot points that happened in this story, especially like the minor details. Like they just mind erased, it seemed. So it is nice doing this reread, and for me, I find that it's actually very necessary in order to read the next book, just because I don't remember any of this. But I am really enjoying it, so I'm not complaining, but at the same time, I'm glad that I am doing this reread. But there's some pivotal moments that have come up so far in the series that I want to talk about. And firstly, I want to talk about the fact that the first time that I read this series, especially in ACOTAR, I was manipulated by Tamlin. I thought that he was the end-all be-all. He was so cute and so sweet and had Feyre's best interests at heart, but the reread, I knew. That's something I didn't forget. I knew that Tamlin was basically the devil incarnate, and I just was cringing every time that he was on the page. Like, I don't know, like, why are you here? Like, go away. Like, I was just waiting for Rhysand to come on the scene every time that Tamlin was there, because let's face it, let's just let the real man take the lead here, because Tamlin in ACOTAR actually bowed down to Rhysand, begging him not to tell Amarantha that Feyre was there, okay? And don't be manipulated to think, oh, what, that's so cute that he would go to those lengths to protect Feyre. No, because in A Court of Mist and Fury, okay, she has been having nightmares. She clearly has PTSD, and he's sleeping like a log. He's not even realizing or caring that Feyre is getting up in the middle of the night and being physically ill. Like, no, that is not okay in my mind. So, of course, the wedding scene. Can we just discuss the wedding scene? Because that was iconic, okay? Everyone knew that Feyre is not meant to marry Tamlin. And she is literally about to walk down the aisle and marry this man. But she is screaming internally, someone help her. And, well, because of the bond, of course, guess who shows up at the wedding? That's right, Rhysand. And he takes her away, and now she's in Valeris. And we are getting to see more of the Night Court, which is really cool because the descriptions of the Night Court and Valeris in general just seem so beautiful. It really just makes me want to live there, to be honest. And so many people have so much hate for Rhys, but he literally used the last of the power that Amarantha gave him to protect Valeris and his people. That to me is very noble. Say what you will about Rhysand, I like him for that alone. He liberated Feyre, and he takes her on the meetings with him. He includes her in the politics, whereas Tamlin just wanted to shut her out completely, and because of his insecurities, essentially locked her up in the Spring Court after she already was suffering from PTSD. Like, that is clearly not a smart thing to do, Mr. Tamlin. And honestly, I can't wait to see where this series goes, as I kind of forget what happens, especially in book 4 and 5. I have a clear memory of books 1 through 3, but after that, I kind of don't remember too much. So I'm pretty interested to see where the series is going to go. I will say though, I'm just going through my annotations from ACOTAR, and Feyre was really annoying me in the beginning of the book, but it's not her fault because she honestly doesn't know. But she literally said this right after she finds out that Tamlin was essentially using her to break a curse. Perhaps I might find allies among them to help me save Tamlin. Why is your main concern this man? Like, he is not for you, Feyre. Like, she was so... Like, he locked her up and she was literally wanting to find allies. Like, I can't. Like, that type of mentality was really annoying me in the beginning. But only because this is my reread and I already know about Tamlin, because the first time I didn't pick up on that, obviously. I also really liked Lucian in ACOTAR too, because he had such witty one-liners that had me howling at parts. And honestly, even his appearances in ACOMAF, like, I feel Lucian does have a good heart deep down, and I am rooting for him. He's one of my favorite characters, to be honest. One of my favorite side characters besides Rhysand, Feyre, and I do like more Cassian and Azriel as well. But honestly, Lucian is another really solid side character that I'm really liking so far. So Indigo recently came out with a Sarah J. Maas merch selection, and you know that I could not deny the stickers for my Kindle. So I did decorate my Kindle to be Night Court themed. So I'm pretty happy about that. And it's going to stay this way until I'm done the series. Anyways, that's my thoughts so far on my A Court of Thorns and Roses reread journey. I'm going to be updating you guys as I read more of the books in the series as well. I have more of my thoughts that I can share with you. But for now, that's it. I'm going to go read now. So until next time.